Alright everyone, welcome back to You Like That Extra for another week. My name is Adam, and I'm one half of the You Like That podcast.
My name is Jack. I am the other half of the You Like That Extra podcast and the You Like That podcast. I'm both. I'm on both.
Alright, well I guess
you know that?
You are on both, and you're still waving. I
It's
love
weird,
this right
hey?
now. Two shows?
I have
1
two
week?
podcasts.
This is huge. This is
Massive.
big shit. Guys, welcome back to another episode of You Like That Extra. The show where we give you guys a choice between 3 movies. You choose what you want us to watch and review. Generally, it's something a lot more classic, something that a lot of people would have seen by now. Ultimately, you guys have the choice. You let us know what you want us to see. So, get you guys more involved. So, every Monday, we'll put out a new selection of movies for you guys to pick from. Voting will close on Thursdays, and you'll get that episode the Thursday after. How it works. So, this week, we're looking at Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Holy shit.
Good lord.
We just knew this was almost another cop-out choice, where we knew most people were going to choose this.
So this was bad video game edition.
Yep.
We will do a good video game edition one day.
Yep. There'll be one. But we gave you the choice between Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Hitman, and Angelina Jolie's Tomb Raider.
I really wanted to watch Hitman just to see how
So
bland it is.
Because I don't mind it.
I've
never
seen
minded
it.
Hitman.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
The second one sucked, but the first one was somewhat okay.
And then Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider was a very early... Ooh, hello.
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
For me, so...
It's one of those ones. But no, you all chose Mortal Kombat Annihilation for obvious reasons.
Yes.
As well as the reboot and new installment. The franchise will be out very soon. This movie is also slated as one of the worst movies in cinema history.
Yep.
So, let's jump in, give you the quick rundown. So, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, this was released in 1997. This was directed by John R. Leonetti, directorial debut. He was cinematographer for a lot of other movies, and still has been. But ultimately, nothing in the directing world.
Gee, I wonder why.
I fucking wonder why. Runtime of 95 minutes. This movie went for 3 weeks because of how fucking shit it is. The budget. They gave this guy $30 million.
Where did it go?
I don't fucking know.
It didn't go into the visual effects.
Somehow, this made back $51.3 million in the box.
Just like... There's nothing else.
There was nothing else.
Nothing else. A video game, and Mortal Kombat fever pitch was at an all-time high, so it was a good time to release it, clearly, because it made money, but
exactly.
I cannot imagine anyone liking this movie, even at the time.
Exactly. To which we get the Rotten Tomatoes score. With 2% in the critics. 2.
We remind you there is a 2% margin of error.
2%. With a 25% audience score.
Oh, well, that's just insane.
That's just some people going, oh yeah, but it's still Mortal Kombat though. And it's like, but is it?
No, it's not.
Is it though?
No, it ain't.
So starring Robin Shaw, Talisa Soto, James Remar, Sandra Hess, Brian Thompson, among other people that I don't give a shit about.
The only person you'll recognise is Christopher Lambert, because he's in Highlander and other things.
You also know James Remar as he was Dexter's father in the TV show Dexter.
Yep. He was surprise motherfucker, isn't he? That's where that name came from. Oh.
No, he's the white one.
Oh, I thought it was the
He's the one that plays Raiden in this.
That's Christopher Lambert.
No, that's James Remar.
What? The whole time I was like, that's Christopher Lambert.
It is James Remar.
They look incredibly... Okay, whatever.
So,
he's
the one.
Who the fuck is Christopher Lambert?
Yeah, I think you're now on
Keep
a
talking.
fucking fever hit. So yeah, no one else of notability in this movie that you would know in the acting world. This movie is just introduced... this is a sequel as well to the 1995 Mortal Kombat, which scored a lot better than this one did. And this one just completely tanked. You had a wide variety of the Mortal Kombat characters in it. But ultimately just really fucking terrible. Well, I sit and wait for you to scroll. Did you find out?
I think he was Raiden in the first... He was definitely Raiden once.
Might have been in the first one then. But definitely not in this one.
Jesus Christ, okay.
All
Whatever.
Right. So, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Jack, just... I don't need to tell you how did you find this movie because I know it fucking sucks. But tell me, how bad is this movie?
This is the worst thing. Categorically, like easily the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not fun, bad either.
Yeah.
Like there was just so many moments where just under my breath I was like, what? How?
Yes.
How does it look like this?
I screamed. What?
Why does it look like this? Why are they acting like this? Sick soundtrack. Soundtrack bumps.
The one good thing I'll give that movie,
the soundtrack is a banger.
Because it's the original theme and that's always a banger. But then it's like...
But even Spawn was better than this. And Spawn is very similar in how poorly it's acted, how poorly it carries out, and how terrible the visual effects are. But even Spawn had more to it than this. This is just like, what is the story? What is happening? Why is this happening? Why is Liu Kang acting like that?
Why is anyone acting that the way they do? So
the costumes were from fucking Dollar Tree. Like,
it was like...
God, it's horrible. It's a bafflingly horrible movie.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even recommend going, watch it drunk with your mates.
You can't even do that. Because
it's not fun. It's not funny to laugh at because it's bad. You're just like, I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my life watching this.
And it's so fucking stupid.
It's appalling.
There's like nothing about this movie can intrigue anyone. I don't think this can trigger Mortal Kombat fans on any level.
No.
You go, okay, so we've got to think this is 97 and they only had the original Mortal Kombat then. So the costumes weren't as extravagant or as detailed as they are in the newer entries now. No. So you go, okay, I get that, but it still looks like shit.
Yeah, it's still bad costumes.
They're still not good costumes, and obviously the mobility in some of them is not fucking great at all.
Yeah.
Jax's arms are literally just, I want robot arms, but they're not robot arms, they're just an accessory.
Yeah.
My arms are still okay.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay, that's one thing.
Yep.
The use of CGI is the worst thing I have ever fucking seen.
So ambitious.
I have seen very, very low budget monster movies.
You've seen like the Incredible Bulk and stuff, all the funny Tornado, Sharknado movies. Like they're on purpose bad.
Yeah.
But this was having a crack at like creating something of fantasy.
Fucking something stupid.
Looks appalling. It looks abhorrent.
Whatever that weird ass fucking goblin monster that was always behind Shao Kahn, when that appeared, and you're like,
what?
Hey?
There's another what moment. When the Eiffel Tower appears from the ground.
Yeah.
What?
What?
And then
when fucking Liu Kang turns into the fucking dragon.
Does that ever happen in Mortal Kombat lore?
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Liu Kang, he makes like a fire dragon as like one of his finishes.
Which you've seen in the new trailer.
You've seen the new trailer?
Which looks fantastic.
So I don't know a great deal of Mortal Kombat lore, but I'm sure that can't be part of it. Nor the part where Shao Kahn turns into a fucking King Ghidorah type fucking monster.
Yeah. And does that little baby scream. I put it on the Instagram. It's just like, it's like a child in another room screamed, and that's all they had to work with. It's very funny.
It is a monster fight between two basic CGI monsters.
Yeah, but they couldn't lap them up to fight, so they just had to push them off a cliff, and they get back to people. Yeah, the Shao Kahn actor is terrible.
It was fucking rubbish.
And the helmet clearly doesn't fit on him, because you can see it like wobbling around. Like, it's clearly just resting.
It's just another choice of the bad.
They just had to take it off.
Costume design.
Yeah, they just had to take it off. There's like a centaur demon man.
Yeah,
he was not in Mortal Kombat.
I saw him like maybe somewhere, but I've never seen him.
He can't do anything because he's a centaur demon man. He's a horse.
Yeah. Then there was the fucking Lady Goro.
Chick who looks very funny as well.
At her one point, thinks she's going to get a big fight scene, but she just gets crushed by a cage, and you're like, oh well, okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
They had to railroad Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight in somehow.
Yep.
It makes no sense to the context of the story. Like, they explain Sub-Zero. It's the brother plot, of course. We do know that. That's featured in the new one, we reckon. we reckon. It's a
Maybe.
theory. It's
Maybe.
a big week for theories. Listen
It's
to
a
our
theory week.
Listen to our WandaVision episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scorpion just turns up just to get punched by Sub-Zero a couple of times, and then he fucks off.
Yeah, fucks off with Katana, to which he exits that scene going, "So long, suckers."
It's very 90s. Very 90s. He wouldn't say that, but it's very 90s. But in the first one, like, the CG was not that bad in the first. Like, there's the things come out of his hand, and it looks terrible, but it doesn't look like this. Whereas in this one, he just, like, he swishes his arm, and it sort of comes from near him.
Yeah.
Like, they just had to get it in, because they were like, it's the yellow guy and the blue guy from Mortal Kombat. They have to fight.
Yeah, so much completely wrong with that in terms of how they utilize their CGI, but then also how they try to utilize other effects. Like the Lady Goro, it's very obvious they've had like the green screen arms under her, and they're just sort of like tied it to a rope on her real arms because they move perfectly.
It's like the Michael Jackson from The Simpsons, the Michael Jackson with all the puppets.
Literally that, because it just moves perfectly until they like try to CG them moving on their own will, and you're like, that sucks. And
I was joking about full CG Goro in the new one, but thank God for full CG Goro in the new one, because goddamn, I don't want to see
there's
fishing wire
and more money in this one. But even the fight scenes in this movie, it's just
and they're shot so terribly. It's like when your dad buys a camcorder to record your family, and he doesn't know what he's doing with it.
Yeah.
So he's just holding it, and he's just like, and your dad's got the coffee shakes, so he's just like that.
Yeah.
And you can't see the fighting at all. They're not landing any. Like, of course, they're not landing punches.
They're
not even trying.
I know, but they took the Power Rangers approach.
Yes. It's very Power Rangers.
It was just straight up. It's a lot of flips. It's a lot of cartwheels.
Yeah.
And a lot of martial arts style karate kicks and stuff like that. And Power Rangers was before this, so I can say I wouldn't be surprised if they looked at it and went, that'd be a good way to try to utilize the fight scenes like that.
Yeah.
But for this, they went, but let's make sure people know it's a stunt double.
Yeah.
Because when James Ramar's fighting as Raiden, holy shit, it's perfectly in frame that it's not James Ramar. It is a very young stunt double doing these flips and shit.
And they cut his hair because they couldn't keep the wig on.
Yeah.
Like, clearly the wig just kept falling off, so you got a haircut.
Yeah, if he's going to do flips and shit, we can't have that.
They thought Chris Hemsworth was sick of putting the wig on.
Yeah.
So they just like, they cut his hair.
But he looked good.
Yeah.
Raiden in this does not look good. He looks like Sting.
Yeah, but the fights, like, they're not exciting at all. Like, they set up to be like a Mortal Kombat fight, like one-on-one in an arena.
Yeah.
They're always, like, somehow shoddily set up to be that. But someone just gets thrown around a bit and then it's over.
Yeah. But there's like
there's a lot of and then they like slowly flip through the air and then
but there's so many fuck arounds where it's like it's not even like a one-on-one fight with like two big characters.
Yeah.
It will almost start like that, but then you just have all of Shao Kahn's ninja warriors fall from the sky. To which there's one point where Jax looks at him and goes, they don't even need a parachute. And I went, are you fucking what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, why?
What are you saying that for? I don't even need a parachute.
The acting and the dialogue is so... When Johnny Cage dies and Sonya is like trying to cry or trying to act like she's hurt.
Yeah.
But she just can't. She's had so much fucking Botox in her face. Like,
yeah, but she still doesn't fucking look that good anyway.
Terrible. And of course the 90s, Nips in full swing.
Oh yeah, full Nips.
Absolute high beams the whole movie.
Yeah.
That was it kept me looking at the screen, I guess, because I was like, I like nipples.
Yeah.
And then she has to fight in the mud pit. It's like foxy boxing, like mud wrestling. And then the next scene, she's just in a brand new crisp white shirt. She's had her hair done.
Yeah, she's just like, I need to find a river to wash all this off.
She's got a speck of mud up her arm because the makeup was like, oh shit.
Yeah, she was in a lot of mud.
And they were just like, fuck, we've already put her in the singlet. Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
She just cleaned up in a lake.
Yeah. It's just inconsistencies. It's just...
Raiden's just a fucking pussy.
Raiden's a bitch who's just like, I love humans. I'd sacrifice my power for them.
Raiden.
And you're like, I can't wait for him to get retconned in the new one and go, nah, this is what Lord Raiden is supposed to be.
He's a fucking thunder god, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's just like, he protects Earthrealm, but he's not a bitch about it.
I love that the gods are just like hands-off parenting. They're like, you can sort it out. Like, we decide the fate of the universe, so the fate of the universe is, you can do it.
Yeah.
Kind of likes just sitting up in this tower as water.
As water,
as fire,
wind and fire.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck else it was. And you're like, that seems like lazy writing, but sure.
And the big reveal, like, it's supposed to be a big pin drop moment when Raiden's like, Shao Kahn's my brother. But 10 minutes, like 10 minutes before he says Shao Kahn is my brother, he's been like, yeah, we have the same dad and we're born from the elder gods. And, our dad's his dad. And then there's a big pause and he's like, Shao Kahn is my brother. It's like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, cool.
We put two and two together.
And what?
Why
What else?
don't you go fucking talk to him then and make him stop
being a fucking
purple sky?
dick.
Oh god, what else is bad in this movie?
Baraka.
Aside from fucking everything. Baraka looks awful.
It's a massive like prosthetic head.
Yeah, which doesn't move.
And you can tell that the actor had probably the worst time trying to move around in that.
Probably couldn't breathe, couldn't move his whole upper body much. So he's just doing a lot of sword arm.
Yep. Swinging around on a bunch of chains.
He looks terrible. There's one impressive, like the aerobic stunt where he rolls down the chain. That's quite impressive. But fucking just.
Yeah, it's a very Jackie Chan-ish type
go to the
stunt.
circus.
That one.
Already won. Oh god, everything's so bad. Is it Melina's mum? Melina. Who's the
Katana's mum.
Katana's mum. Her acting is insane. It's incredible. The lady that screams, like, she's supposed to do super powerful screams, but she's such a shit actor. She just opens her mouth, and like, of course, she's not actually screaming on set. But if you want us to believe she's got these powerful screams, you want her to like run up or like put a bit of neck work into it, like a bit of neck muscle. But she just like opens her mouth and she's like so dead behind the eyes. She's like, clearly on set she didn't even make a noise. She's like,
I'll just ADR that in there. They'll be fine. It'll be all good.
Get the squibs on the rocks.
We'll work that one out.
And she does. We were laughing so bad when she was twirling when she comes back to life, and she's just twirling.
Yeah,
nothing's happening. She's just twirling and laughing. And I guess that's like, she's a villain. She's got to do something wacky and crazy. And she's just twirling. Just standing on a rock.
Having a good little old twirl, you know? It's the same as like...
And it's not an impressive ballet twirl. She's literally just like... Like, if there was no... Like, you could hear her shuffling around if there was no onset.
Yeah.
Like, it was just the onset audio.
Yeah.
You just see like...
Yeah, you want that uncut.
And her going... Fuck, Jesus Christ. End the take.
That's like... It's speaking of twirling, it's like when they get into their fucking, like, that ball thing that...
The ball? What the fuck? What the fuck is the ball? Why do they have to be like all up on each other? Why is that the way to get around?
The way that it moves, and I'm just like, what in the fuck is happening right now?
They just like go through the tunnels, get in your sphere, and then they get into the sphere and they're just like staring at each other in the eye.
Yeah,
it's so awkward, and it looks terrible because like in the shot they're not spinning around.
No,
like when they're inside the sphere, they're just like fucking hanging on to each other like that. It's so strange. Like, why was that the way to get around? It is not explained.
Nothing is explained in this movie.
Horrible.
You get so much shit. You get fuck all story. You have nothing to like try and cling onto and make sense of, because for one, your eyes are being treated to a fucking hellstorm.
It's
You know, because if you visually can't look at something that's good, your mind's gonna go, bro, we're not taking anything from this right now. This looks shit.
My housemate walked past and I was like, I'm going to have to move away from the mic, watch on YouTube. But I was like this on the couch. Like that. Because like literally head in hands, because it was affecting me physically and mentally. And I was just like, boy, the joke's worn off of me picking this movie for the episode. And I was just like, I was antsy. I was antsy just waiting for it to end.
So was I. I was so ready.
And I was like, I have to watch it because I have to talk about it somehow. But I was just like, I was literally like, I felt weird watching it because it's so fucking bad and not in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like, I felt so weird.
So...
It's awkward. It's like a Year 6 talent show and the socially awkward kid gets up, but he loves Eminem.
Yeah.
So he's going to cover Eminem or something.
Yeah.
But he's really bad at it. and the whole school is laughing at him, but we're not really laughing at him. We're like, how is he ever going to come back to school after this? Like, I was watching this, like, how am I ever going to watch another movie again? Like,
I'm fucking off 100%.
Turned off movies for the rest of my life because this is so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
And you just hate it because it was trying to take this brilliant video game that has fucking come out of nowhere and everyone has just loved, and you're going, yeah, that should always turn into a sick movie, but it was one of the earliest films to take that trait of video games don't make good movies.
No. And Mario Brothers
not given to the
was
right
a terrible movie, but it was another script that they just put some Goombas in and some plumbers in. So it's this weird dystopian crime movie, but it's the Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah.
So that's a bad movie, but it's not even really a Mario Brothers movie. Whereas this, they're trying so desperately. It's like, look, Scorpion. Look. You know Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
He does ice. He doesn't do ice.
No, he makes ice.
He makes ice,
but not in that way. Not that ice.
Turned into a current affair. So this is just like, it's not even I guess it's an attempt, but it's a really fucking bad attempt.
It's an attempt, but it's the same thing. You got to look at it and go, like, surely the studio had to look at this and go, where did our $30 million go?
Yeah.
Because as we've seen, a lot of the movies that we've done in the last year have had a budget smaller than 30 million and look like a spectacle.
Yeah.
And that's not on, the state of technology these days. No. But in terms of effects and that, they cost a lot more now these days anyway.
Yeah.
30 million back then is a lot of fucking money.
So much money. And even, like, Occupation Rainfall, like, we were saying how gorgeous that movie is.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, that's a bit of a cringy, not very good movie.
But it looks good, though.
They took a swing and, for the most part, got contact with the ball.
Yeah.
This, they're not even standing at the pit, like at the batting diamond. Doing the Arby's car park, just going, nah, like that, just swinging a bat around.
Yeah, you can't be...
And the movie is happening over in the baseball stadium. Like,
surely being the person editing this movie and putting it together...
That's... How many people have to watch a movie before it gets released, right? Like, director, editor, they got to do test screenings, they got to... Did it just circumvent all of those? And, like, the editor was on the payroll to just be like, look, do what you can, just put something out.
Yeah, because surely he was editing and putting this all together and going, I'm very proud of this. This is
or
my
he was
finest
going,
moments.
fuck me, like, I'm scrambling. I'm doing 12-hour days. I'm trying.
He's like, I don't really have a choice right now. I just kind of have to put something together.
The color gradient, like everything he would have had to do to fix this movie. Oh, God. It's horrible.
Tried his fucking hardest.
When I did my Spawn review, which is on the YouTube channel, go back and watch it, I was begging you to watch Spawn because it's fun. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible, but you're laughing at it. And you're kind of laughing with it because I think that movie kind of knows it's a bit of a stinker, so we'll do a bit of tongue-in-cheek. Whereas this is like, this is fucking Mortal Kombat. This is sick. Look how good this movie is. This movie is so cool. Look at the flips we made our stuntmen do. This is sick.
Yeah.
And so that just ups the embarrassment level. Like, they are taking it so seriously. Maybe the actor for Jax knew that it was a bit shit because he's trying to put in some... pep and zip and jokes.
Yep.
But everyone else is playing it dead set. Like, Liu Kang is having a full-on crack.
He's having a go.
Incredible hair. His hair is gorgeous. He's got
very,
some
very
volume.
flowing.
He's got some bounce. It's like a gorgeous colour. It's thick. Fuck, his hair's good. Just the only good thing about this movie is Liu Kang's hair. It's beautiful hair.
It flows really well when he does a couple flips. It's a decent set of hair.
I had to find something to say about this movie.
Yeah. So this, obviously, because of the reception from this movie, spawned a great deal of hatred from Mortal Kombat fans and critics alike, to which they cancelled a third film that they were going to make.
Thank God.
Very smart.
They cancelled video game movies for a little while. Like, Uwe Boll came back and he did, like, Far Cry and House of the Dead and stuff, but they were all just straight to DVD shit.
Yeah.
Like a shit like this. But there wasn't another, like, in cinemas big release movie game. I should have looked it up, but probably Until Tomb Raider in 2004?
Probably. Probably sounds about it.
Nah, it was earlier, but whatever.
Yeah, but it sounds about right.
It was a little while. And then, this this is fully responsible for video games are bad. Video game movies are bad. Surely this is the reason.
It had to be.
This is ground zero.
Because I can't think of too much before that.
The first Mortal Kombat is not as bad as this.
Yeah.
I know people don't like it, and I know it's not a very good movie.
Yeah, but it's not the same level as Annihilation.
Yeah, they actually tried.
Yeah.
They tried to make a movie.
Yeah. So, to which, cancel the third one and leave Mortal Kombat as a film dormant for many, many years.
Until 2021.
Until 2021, and a little producer named James Wan says, let's make Mortal Kombat.
There was that little YouTube series, remember? It was heaps adult, remember? And like Reptile was a serial killer. Like he was just a guy who had gangrene or something. Look it up. I don't know if you can still find this, but it was like a pitch, sort of, to make a really gritty, real Mortal Kombat movie. So yeah, Reptile was like this guy, serial killer with gangrene. Open his fridge, there's heads in there. You assume he's eating them and stuff. Yeah. And the fights, there was like full fatalities. It was just like a little passion project. But I don't know, it kind of just went nowhere. Yeah, no, they always do good as little passion projects. Yeah. But we did get a Netflix movie of Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. Yeah, have you watched that?
I haven't watched it, but it's been given really good ratings.
It's okay, yeah.
So I kind of want to watch it because it looks pretty decent.
I think I'll watch it before, closer to Mortal Kombat, which is... Yeah. Month or so away, month and a half.
April.
End of April.
Something.
Yeah. So
it's not far away at all.
But this obviously hasn't tainted my excitement for the new Mortal Kombat, because this isn't a movie.
No,
we did not watch a movie this week.
No.
I don't know what we watched. I don't know what this is. I don't know what to categorize it. I don't know where to put it in my brain. I think I'm just going to forget about it.
Yeah, you kind of just have to forget about it.
Just forget it happened. And just go, okay, I'm excited to watch the movie.
Watched it. I watched the movie, and after I finished it, I ran straight upstairs and watched the new trailer for the new one. Just
to
cleanse my palate and go, this is what Mortal Kombat's going to be. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to look this cool. Oh my God. And I've watched the trailer 3 times since.
Yeah.
Because it's just increased my excitement for this new one. Because the more I watch it...
We could be getting a good one, sorry.
Yeah, and the more I watch it, the more I'm like, fucking hell. This is going to be sick. I know it's going to be sick. I've squashed it, and I'm going balls to the wall. This Mortal Kombat is going to be fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 91% Rotten Tomatoes movie.
Oh, that's big.
You're fucking hearing it now.
I think it will be very good.
It is going to be great. I know that they're already setting up sequel fodder for it, because I've been following a lot of like what the director's been saying and all this shit like that.
Yeah.
And there's just so much that I reckon they're going to pack into this. And it's going to evolve into something really fucking good for the fans of Mortal Kombat and for just movie buffs alike.
People who like action movies.
Yeah. Which they said they don't want to categorize this as an action movie.
Interesting.
So they said these are going to have the best fight scenes in cinema history, but this is not an action movie.
Yep.
And I've gone, that's cool.
I think 3 John Wick movies will have something to say about that, but we'll see.
Yes.
I'm not excited for it, but I think it's going to be very good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, the internet. I'm sorry that this movie exists. I know it's not my fault, but I'm very sorry that this movie exists.
Kind of your fault that we had to choose it.
It is absolutely my fault. I voted for it.
We're going to give you 3 better options this week, and hopefully better for us as well.
We'll do something good.
Yeah.
We'll do it a palate cleanser.
Yeah, definitely a palate cleanser. So we'll end it with that, guys. We could just keep repeating ourselves on how shit this movie was, but that's not what we want to go with right now.
Don't watch it. Don't let your curiosity get the better of you.
For the easy part, this movie isn't the easiest to find. It's either you rent it on iTunes or Amazon Prime.
Yep, we paid $5 each for this movie.
Fucking yep, can't love it. Yep, that was worth it for sure.
Don't. Fuck. Do not watch it.
You can't stream it anywhere, and do not even bother attempting to find it on DVD because it is not worth that dollar either. So, guys, thank you very much for listening to You Like That Extra. As said, new episodes every Thursday. Your movie choices come in every Monday. Choose what you want us to do. And we will see you every Thursday for those ones. Sundays and Tuesdays for the main show. So until the next one, my name is Adam, and I've been one half of the You Like That podcast / You Like That Extra.
My name is Jack. I have been the other half of both You Liked That and You Like That Extra.
And we'll see you all next week.
Sorry, everyone.
See you guys.